So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing, certainly up for this one. Well, we're on the way. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
David De Gea. He's one of the all-time great shot stoppers, Peter. His positioning is superb, and he always seems to pick the perfect moment to rush off his line. What I really like about him is the way he keeps his frame big to make life as difficult as possible for strikers. And the manager will be hoping for a few more clean sheets now that he's in the team.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Defending of the desperate variety. Fernandez. And it's Messi. Not the most accurate pass. Fagioli. Passing is crisp and sharp. Fernandez. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Knocks it into space. Looking to go deep. Keeper's dealt with that. Solomon. Fagioli. And here's Mbappe. Serginho. Can he get it through? Ball driven towards the far post. De Gea claims it. Safe hands. Fagioli.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And a chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want to...
Shot a goal! Fernandez. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Serginho gets into some space. That has been knocked clear.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Serginho clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Alexander-Arnold has it out wide and in space. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played back in. Tries to play it through. An instinctive delivery. And this is Messi. Now, good-looking ball. Keane. And that has left him in a heap.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He has a look up. Keane was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Played towards the other side. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. Great vision. Nice control. Hoisted in. De Gea deals with that nice and simple. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Solomon. That's a throw. Now it's Keane. Keane stood his ground strongly. All the way back. Jimenez. And Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. Kane. Out to the left it goes. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And there's the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Milan are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Looking for options for movement. And he's managed to get free. Gracic. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Fagioli. Great ball if he can get there. Messi. And it's Fernandes. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that pass surprised everyone and not in a good way. Now it's Solomon. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
And he's quick to snatch it back. And he's there to clear it. Well, he was clearly disappointed with... Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card.
There they go, hunting again.
And that could set him on his way.
Well, that's...
Could be danger here! Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Alexander-Arnold. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Kane.
Kane really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
In with the challenge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Harrison proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle. Solomon! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 27.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numero 4. Lasciano il campo per il numero 21, il numero 10, il numero 6. Cambio di giocatore.
Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Fagioli. Harrison. He is through here. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Camavinga defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And he gets rid in a hurry. So there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Jimenez simply refused to be outdone there.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
That's good play from him.
He's picked his way through. And he's taking no chances there. Taken back almost at once. Milan still ahead by the game's only goal. Harrison, he might be in here, has a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Danger averted for now. Camavinga, Mbappe chasing after it. Milan close now to seeing this one through to the end. Tonali, spread out to the left. Referee's given a throw. Vardiol. And it's Camavinga. Good ball, good take. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Milan nearly finised it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Ndor.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Mbappe, he's had a shot! Keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, clean sheet.
So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And already we're underway here. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Jimenez. Milan are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking for a runner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Quarter of an hour played. Task somewhat off target.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
He's on it, can he get away? And the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That has been knocked clear. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Fernandez. Inacio is there, and he can get that clear. Out to the right. Tonali. Now it's Kane. Messi. Kane. Chance for a shot! Guillemets. Messi. Played towards the other side. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Trincao. Threads one in. It's a promising position. Oh, shooting chance! A real chance and a real let-off. Tries to play it through. Very nicely done. It's a searching pass. Oh, he's found support out wide. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which...
Big chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Now, can they get him away? And he's onside! Chance, surely! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Guardiola has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Trincao. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Trincao, distributed tidily. That's the throw. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Kane.
Indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Fernandez. Over to the left. Played in deep. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Takes a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Guilherme. Guilherme, looking to play him in. Gets into some space. Oh, that's fabulous. Fires it in low. And he's there to belt it away. And that has left him in a heap. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Ambitious ball here. Kane is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Serginho. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. This might spell danger.
La forza di quest'oggi è di 80.950
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Now it's Trincao. Alexander-Arnold did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Messi tries the cross. Cleared without hesitation.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Serginho. Great vision. Hoisted in. Header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
That has found him in acres of space. Serginho. Can he get on the end of this? Guardiola looking to get on the end of this.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That'll be a throw. Milan making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Milan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. And Messi! Now that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Oyarzabal is offering a wry smile there. Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
That has not gone well. Played out to the left flank. Just 5 minutes left. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He is through here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he's managed to get free. Deep cross. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And that has sent him sprawling.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And the referee brings it to a close. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. How would you sum up? Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
It's little surprise, Peter, that this fella Tonali gets compared to some real legends of the game. The style of play, even his appearance. Yes, he'll be the one expected to take up a deeper role and play make from back there. But I see him as having a lot more than that in his game. His positioning is key. He reads the game particularly well. He's headed for stardom.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. It'll be a throw-in. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Delaney. That is good alertness. Vardiol. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Now it's Mbappe. Nice looking ball. No luck with that dink over the top.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
It's a pretty loose pass. That's gone for a throw-in.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Quickly taken. Deep cross. Kotarski claims it without any fuss. And here's Kane.
There they go, hunting again.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. That pass isn't the best. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that pass just didn't quite work. Can he finish? He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Delivers the ball.
That was well seen too. Good clearance. Milan clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Messi gets into a good position. Decent chance! Goal, Milan! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
After 33 minutes is number 4, Fernandez.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And it's Messi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Fernandes.
Milan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Fernandes. Messi. Delaney. Half-time getting close now. And it's Kane. Delaney. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Alexander-Arnold. Delaney. And we hit half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second. Shoots! And he's gone looking for safety. Now it's Mbappe. And he was quick to react. Passing is crisp and sharp. Passes short and sharp. Milan can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
He's away! And he's there to belt it away. Now it's Kane. It's Kane! And he's had a hit! Oh, within an inch or two.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Delaney. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. He's in, surely!
That's just playing it safe and simple. Milan clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Serginho plays a sharp little ball here. Played in deep. That is a brilliant interception. Still just a single goal between the sides.
The attendance for this match was 29,514.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Played out towards the right wing. Serginho does well to get it back. Van Dijk. And that's going right the way across. Delaney. Knocks it into space. Kane receives it in a wide position. And that has been cleared.
Substitution on the field. Number
So time for
11.
change.
Coming
And
on
this
the
one has been on the
field
cards
is
for a little while.
Number
Yeah, I
10.
think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes,
And a chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. There's no flag. Lofted in. There's the shot! It's in! And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Substitution on the field. Number 25.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 8.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Delaney. It's been shipped out wide. Clayson. Ball's gone astray. Milan can consider themselves just about safe now. Vardiol chooses to go cross-field. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
And it's claimed by the keeper. Delaney. Mbappe stood up well to him there. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Great defending, strong and determined. Kane takes control of it and he's on the move. 2 minutes to be added on. And that's that. Milan are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Kane claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And already we're underway here. Well read, nice interception. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And here's Mbappe. Thinks about the shot. And he's gone backward here. Fernandez. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. He's through here. A big chance, must be, shot a goal! And that would have been some goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Jan Oblak. He's not someone you often see pulling off spectacular saves, but that's about the highest compliment you can give a goalkeeper, because it speaks to his positioning and his organisational abilities. He's just about the best there is when it comes to claiming crosses and high balls into the box too, and is just the kind of presence that spreads a composure and a confidence to his defence and throughout the team.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Vardiol chooses to go cross-field. That is ended up in no man's land. Biner. Biner. Oh, that's Fab shoots!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
And here's Griezmann. Kane. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's Griezmann. Out towards the flank. Lookman gets into some space. Alexander-Arnold did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Tonali, and that interception was most necessary. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Mbappe. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Biner. Shifted it to the flank. He's found a way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. That's a good run he's making there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Simeone. Now it's Mbappe. Serginho could try cutting inside here. And here's Kane. It's a threatening ball. And he gets rid in a hurry. They get a throw in. And here's Kane. And it's Tonali. Nicely shaped cross. Griezmann threads one in. Always onto this. Simeone. What a throw in. Simeone has it in a wide position. Played through into space. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Mbappe!
That's really well cleared. Llorente. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Now it's Griezmann. Now it's Llorente. And he has been fouled there. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And here's Llorente. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Serginho just eases him off the ball. Baina. And here's Sorloth. Played out to the left flank. He's in space and looking for options. Played him. Up he goes! There it is! Deep into first half stoppage time. A crucial goal. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
So the first half is done. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's there to retrieve it. Fernandez. And here's Kane. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Might want to be careful there.
Van Dijk. Now Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball. Hoisted in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Baina. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Simeone. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Looking to play him in. Lookman. It's crossed into the middle. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Another chance from a corner. They've played it short. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Now this could be a chance. There's the header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Now the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
And here's Sorloth. That's Simeone.
Simeone really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Good ball, good take. And the flag has stayed down. Decent chance! Picked up, and one more try! Oh, shooting chance!
Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
It's Solot. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 27.
Milan can now introduce
4.
the first of their
Lasciano il
substitutes.
campo per il numero 13. Hazard.
Cleared away.
Il numero 22.
Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat
Cambio di
corner.
giocatori.
So, third corner of the game. That has been knocked clear. Quick look, then Mbappe! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Messi viene sostituito con il numero 14.
Oh no, this does not look good. Hazard hit into the middle, and he's cleared it back out.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Kane looking to penetrate opposition lines.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Guardiola was steaming forward. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
It's just a silly one to give away at this stage of the game.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Alexander-Arnold with a real chance here.
This is about as perfect a free kick position as you could wish for.
He's gone for it! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Cross goes in there. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Milan must do something here, and very quickly.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Now it's Kane. He's gone for goal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Llorente. Molina tries to pass it through. Molina providing an outlet on that flank. Big header! It's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Tonali and Hazard. Mbappe. And it's Hazard. That has been slung wide. Alvarez. Baina. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Donnarumma. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Alvarez gets a good foot in there. And that's that. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Pinches it off him. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this guy Caicedo really is the definition of the word tireless. One of the best defensive midfielders around, and he does have a constant desire to get forward and contribute to the attack. He can add some energy and dynamism to that. But what he's really, truly brilliant at is stopping the opposition and disrupting their plans. And he will be a big, big factor in trying to do that here.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Caicedo. A heavy challenge. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. It could be in here. Delaney. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Delaney. Serginho. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. And it's Caicedo. Alexander-Arnold. And Caicedo. And here's Kane. Messi does well to stand firm and defend it. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for a runner. And he's there to clear it. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Decent progress down the left. Ball swung in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's gone for goal! And somehow it stayed out. No goals as yet. Turns back here, probably the best option. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Mbappe. Kane. Can he get it through? That's been slipped through. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And he's being shifted off it. And it's Tonali. Not the most accurate pass. And he's worked it through. Classon! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Classon actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They've played it short. Can he finish? Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Aimed beyond the defence. That is lovely. Alexander-Arnold. Tonali. That's nice. He's in space and looking for options. Tries to get it clear. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Mbappe. He's found a way through. Cross in. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Delaney. Serginho. Serginho goes on a run down the left wing. Delaney, pass somewhat off target. Mbappe cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And the second half gets underway. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. That has been knocked clear. Great chance! And another try! It's run loose, who's going to get there? There's the shot! Good try, the outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Delaney. Oh, easy pickings there. Delaney. Clayson. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Alexander-Arnold. And Guardiol. And it's Serginho. Guardiol. Oh, that's fabulous. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And it's hoisted clear. Van Dijk. Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. He's got tall. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Clayson.
That
is a little undercooked. To the keeper it goes. That has not gone well. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Now it's Messi. That has ended up in no man's land.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's Serginho. And he was quick to react. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Tonali. Serginho. And he lines up a cross. Kotarski claims it without any fuss. Well, that is one way to stop him. Serginho. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Ball driven towards the far post. Messi finds himself offside. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Substitution in progress.
Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's tidy. And it's Tonali. And it's made its way to him.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain...
And a chance! Hits off target and by quite a way.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Number 25, coming on the field, number 9, number 10, Elianissi.
Done with nicely by the defence. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Threads one in. Oh, super find. Decent chance! It's in! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Well, that pass isn't the best.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
So this is it. We're on the verge of witnessing a major shock. Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Milan truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Time added on 4 minutes. The ball has bounced loose now. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. This one, it's Kane! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Crosses it in. Azar! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, overconfidence and/or cockiness should never be allowed to filter into a dressing room, but they failed to heed the warning.
Today, please have your entry tickets.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.